Good evening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, and divine feminine. This would be your reading from the 17th of May until the next couple of days. And let's see what happens in the collective for the divine feminine as we do the reading today for you. Okay, so let's call upon our spirit guide, our angel, our ancestors, and my divine source into this reading for your highest good in the collective for the divine feminine here. And let's see what we find out today for you guys. Okay. Let's see what the divine feminine's message is, what you have to know. What is that is something that will work for you, for your highest good. What kind of a message is looking at you around this portion in time. Excuse me. Okay, hold on, guys. I think now you can see the cards better. But we'll try to make it more visible to you as much as I can. Wow, you guys seem to be really stubborn about your situation here, which concerns your emotion for sure. You're not taking it easy anymore. There's no easy breezy kind of a situation for you. As far as the second chance is concerned in this relationship of the twin flame, a journey that I have been following along with you for the last couple of years. We have seen all the ups and downs, we have seen the fights, we have seen the grief, we have seen the sorrow, we have seen everything possible in this journey. If you trace back into all the readings, you will know what I'm talking about because I'm following this journey with you, so I know what kind of energies is changing, what is happening in the situation with you. Now, I'll clarify these cards with the same deck because I love doing the reading this way. I get more clear messages. If I change the deck, yes, I do get messages, but again, it's just me. Okay. Now, right in the beginning, guys, in the first part, you have the King of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups. Now, the Hierophant over here is talking about you, right? And I'm looking at it from your perspective, to your commitment, to your understanding, and to your spiritual strength. You have come to the point, guys, divine feminine, or you're coming to the point of realizing that how much you have learned, What is the kind of wisdom you have accumulated over the past many years? The growing, right? And it all concerns your wisdom, it all concerns your strength, your spiritual strength. It all concerns your understanding of cultures, of traditions, right? Of commitments, of values, of morals, of ethics. I mean, you have come to the point, or you're coming to the point of realizing all that, right? And so much so, guys, so much so that you are ready to um, teach people, to educate people, people who come to you for their own problems. It could be your kids, it could be your siblings, it could be your friends, it could be people you know in your community, anybody, right? You are like the leader, or you're becoming that kind of a person who is capable of guiding other people, of showing them the true direction in regards to their morals, to their ethics, to their cultures, to their traditions, to their values, to their commitment, right? Everything that you have accumulated as a part of your wisdom, as a part of your understanding, right? The reason that this is happening, and this is something the divine masculine knows, because he shows up right in the beginning as the King of Cups, right? He shows up right in the beginning as the King of Cups towards you, because not only does he value you today, not only does he understand who you are, he also understands the fact that you have grown. You have grown, you have become more matured. You have not only matured, you have also become a person or a personality who can, like I said, who can be the guiding force for people in their life. This is where his love in regards to you is nestling, right? And this is the Ace of Cups, and this is the cup, the cup of love, the emotions, right? He wants to offer this to you, but you are in a place where you have a lot of spiritual strength. And you're not really looking at that. You're not looking at him. You're not looking at the cup. You are in a different kind of a mindset, more so. Now, this is a general reading. Take it in the way it resonates with you, guys. Not everybody's story can be here, but whatever is here, take the guidance, okay? So, you have learned about emotions. You have learned about love. You have learned about the values, the sentiments of a commitment, of a relationship that requires a lot of commitment, a lot of openness, a lot of heart, from the heart, from your feelings of the heart. How do you value that? Right? And that is something you can pass on to your forthcoming generations, to people who don't understand, people who are not educated. I mean, they know what love is. We all know. I mean, children know what love is. People know what love is. But actually, the value of real commitment, the value of true love, the value of true emotion is something that you have acquired over the past many years. And this is because of this kind of a relationship, a journey of the twins, right? It has taught you a lot. It has given you a lot of lessons. It has made you cry. It has made you laugh. It has made you giggle like a child. It has made you, go through sleepless nights. It has given you a very hard time, I would say. So, through the difficulties, through the good and the bad, right? Through the evil and the ugly of whatever you have come to terms with, or you're coming to terms with, you understand what love is today. You know what love is, and that is from the heart. If your heart is not in the right place, it's not love. It is a factual infatuation, right? You can get infatuated by people in your life, but that's only an infatuation. It's not love, right? You like something, you're infatuated with somebody, but that's not what true commitment is. A true commitment, like the King of Cups, he understands that now, and this is a lesson he is learning from you. Don't forget that. He is an observation of what you have become today or what you are becoming today, right? Now, the next part is the Nine of Wands and the Judgment. There is a second chance in the offing. He knows that, right? There is a second chance that is slowly coming up on the surface. A second chance to renew this emotion. A second chance to bring things back into the right place. A second chance to restart this whole connection in a brand new way. There is. But with the Nine of Wands, the problem is, it's not a problem, it is an energy. The thing about the whole situation is that you have a lot of courage. Let me put it that way. You, Divine Feminine, you're showing up with a lot of courage. It is true that you are tired. It is true that you know you have made a lot of mistakes as well. It is true that you have gone through difficult periods in your life, like I said, as well. But today you're coming to the point of saying to yourself, you're not giving up on your strength, on your courage. Will clarify, or on your valor, right? But this also could also mean, we'll see what clarifying cards are talking about. It could also mean that you are very, very stubborn about the fact that if you take a decision, right? Let me put it that way. If you take a decision to bring this twins or the journey for a second resurrection, right? A second chance. There is a resurrection. There is a awakening. But if you want it, because you're very stubborn, right? So it all depends on whether you are going to give a second chance or you want a second chance. But it also could also mean that you want a second chance in this journey, or you want to give a second chance, but you are kind of still very stubborn about situations. Let's see. And then we have then we have the King of Pentacles, right? That's the Divine Masculine in the 3D, but we'll see what the clarifying card. So he's quite worried about something in this portion in time, as far as the 3D part of the story or the element is concerned, is showing up, right? But we'll see. So let's look at the King of Cups. So on one hand, his heart is completely open towards you. He wants you. I mean, there is no second doubt about the whole situation here. But the problem here, like I said, is about you. Let's see. Why is the King of Cups here first and foremost? Let's find out here. Justice, yeah. Yeah, he knows. He has to be fair. He knows he has to be truthful. He knows he has to be fair. He has to compensate for all the mistakes. Yeah, see the Three of Swords. Yeah, he has to compensate. He knows that, right? It has to be a fair game now. Let's see the Hierophant. He knows that. He has to create a fair balance of situations here. As far as emotions are concerned with you, Divine Feminine. He has to deliver justice. He knows that, okay? So this is something he is very much aware of. And this is coming from the heart. This is an emotional part of the story where he knows that he has hurt you. Yeah, the Page of Wand. He knows he has hurt you, and that you know, you will only move towards this fresh start. You will start moving again, provided he can give you justice on a platter. Right? Let's see. Please talk to me about the Ace of Cups. Because you could be still in that situation where you don't know if you want to risk this particular emotion again. Right? You're not very clear about the whole situation. So you are kind of thinking about it. You're kind of thinking about it. You're ready to move. But again, you're still not moving as such, right? You're thinking about it because there is a risk element. Yeah, the Four of Wands. Yeah, there is a risk element. See, because the Justice shows up, right? So it also could mean that there could be some legal part of the story here as far as your commitment in this situation is concerned with your emotion. So there could be a legal situation that the divine masculine is thinking about, but you are, like I said, there could be a risk element here that could be in the way. So you are, or you could be a little bit concerned about either a proposal, a marriage, or an engagement or a commitment. It can mean anything, right? But that is something that is where the emotions are nestling here, right? So there is something, please talk to me about justice here. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Why is justice here? It could be a matter of making things legal as far as your commitment and his commitment is concerned. That also could be a part of the story here, and but like I said, let's see. Yeah, the Five of Wands. Yeah, there could be a lot of drama with regards to the settlement here. There will be a lot of drama. That's where there will be a risk factor that could be involved as he tries to move into a commitment with you. And you know that, you're aware of that. But it is something, it is a message. Why is the Page of Wands here? And with the Hierophant, this is all about commitment here. This is all about marriage. This is all about commitment, part of the story that is coming out in here, right? So the Nine of Pentacles, right? Because again, you are a little bit skeptical about the situation, or you will be, because it could involve your finances in here or your financial freedom in here, right? So this is something, because if you see with the King of Cups, the Justice, and the Five of Wands, he knows that the moment he goes in for some kind of a settlement, a legal settlement, there is bound to be a lot of drama. And this drama could be a drama that could involve people in his part of his life, right? So this is something that he could be internalizing at this point, right? As to what he should do with regards to the situation. Because this is bound to happen. That's what I'm being told by my spirit. If he goes in for some kind of legal commitment with you, or, some kind of legalities that could be involved here, but that will create a huge drama in this situation here. Okay, that's one part. The second is, let's see here. And this is all about commitment. Like, you know that there have been mistakes made, but this time around, you want things in the right way, right? There have been mistakes made before as well. So this could be something that is a learning lesson as well for you, right? So this time around, you don't want any drama. If you are going to go towards a commitment in your life with the divine masculine, you are not going to take a risk because, you're not going to take a risk out of nothing. You will be very, very deeply thinking about this, because this could involve, like I said, this could involve primarily, it could involve finances, it could involve your financial health, or even your financial independence as well, right? So if you know the mistakes has been made previously with this drama as well, you have learned about it too, where there has been a lot of injustice, and if justice is to be delivered, it might recur again. That's what I'm getting. It might recur again. So you are going to be very, very cautious, because there is an element of risk that is involved in this story as far as you are concerned, divine feminine. Please talk to me about the Four of Wands here, because you definitely will either, this is coming, or it has already, for some, it's already there. Please talk to me about the Four of Wands. And if you want to partner up with the divine masculine, if you want to team up with the divine masculine, that's where you will have to maybe get involved in the financial situation as well, right? For some of you, I'm even getting, the Ace of Wand. Yeah, see, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wand with the Four of Wand, it's a very clear message. There is a new situation that is building up in your life, divine feminine, right? There is a new situation, a completely brand new start to a story in your life. And this is where it's either going to be communicated to you or told to you, or you will learn about it. But at the same time, like I told you, you will think before you invest in this situation here. You will give it a real good thought. That's what I'm getting. And this is where the Nine of Wands is also showing up. Why is the Nine of Wands? Because this is where it involves a lot of your feelings, your hurt, your grief, your mistakes. You don't want anything to be repeated again, right? And you have shown a lot of courage to before as well, where you have learned your lesson with the Five of Wands. You don't want that to be repeated. So therefore, you will give yourself ample time, is what I'm getting, right? To think about the situation before you decide to invest in that new situation, right? The Emperor. Yeah. You could be bossing up. You could be in control, like I said. You could be in control of your own power at this point, right? And you don't want anybody else taking the call or making the decision as far as this situation is concerned Please talk to me about the Emperor. It's going to be you. It's going to be you because you're very stubborn at this point in time, Divine Feminine, and that you just won't hand over the power or that audacity to make or take decisions on your behalf. Why is the Emperor here? So you're kind of bossing up, even though it's taking a lot of your courage. It's taking a lot of your reserve strength to put things together in yourself, to have that courage to fight the situation, but at the same time, you are definitely in control of your situation because you know the Nine of Swords, you know the hard time you have gone through, the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So this time around with the Emperor, that's you. You're bossing up. You don't want to take any kind of guilt in yourself or any kind of trouble in yourself again. And that is where you are in control of your own valor, of your own courage. You won't let people trample over you anymore. You won't let people give you a hard time, or you won't let your divine masculine give you a hard time anymore. You're very, very clear about this situation. That's why I told you that you will be really thinking, going through your failures, going through your learning lessons, going through your education that you have acquired, being very educated about this situation. You're not just going to rush into this situation, the new situation, just without thinking. You will think, you will consider, you will really give it a hard thought if it's worth your time, your money, and your energy to reinvest, I would say, to reinvest back into that new situation that is cropping up in your life. But like I told you, at the same time, the old drama, the old problem, the old understanding, where you have gone through a period of injustice because of him, right, where he has not been able to deliver justice to you because he got carried away with the drama. This is something you're very careful that you are not going to suffer because of this painful incident of your learning lesson from your past. So this time around, you're going to be very, very clear. Yeah, you're a badass. Okay, guys, you're being a badass about this situation. You're not going to let people, or like I said, your divine feminine, masculine, take advantage of you again. Okay, so let's look at the Judgment. You're being very smart this time. You're being very, not smart in a wrong way. It is education. You are completely educated on this institution of commitment, I would say, right? So this time around, you are going to be very, very, it's me or my way or the highway. You're the boss. You're not going to let anything upset you, take you on a guilt trip. No, 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 no. Nobody can do that to you anymore. And you're being very clear about this. Yeah, see the Five of Pentacles. Right? This is where you have learned your lesson again. As a part of this adjustment process that is going on with a second chance, Five of Pentacles, like it's being caught up in that victim mentality. You could be a little bit in the victim mentality right now as well, because like I said, it's all stemming from your past. It's all stemming from the fact that you have learned your lesson. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, right? And the cycle will not break, guys. The cycle will continue until you can break yourself away from this victim mentality, right? Because the thing is, there is a new beginning, right? There is a decision, a call, a decision that has to be made. It could be a second chance. It's a reawakening that you are getting to understand. You are finding the truth for yourself. But at the same time, you don't want the past lesson to be repeated, right? So this cycle this cycle that you have already been traveling with, right? You don't want to break that cycle uh, feeling low, right? You want a turning point, but you don't want to be feeling low, deprived, feeling like a victim at this point in time because of the learning lesson. So this cycle will be difficult to break, guys, because until you can clear your mindset as well, for some of you, the wheel will not turn until you can recover from that lack of victim mentality. More so, I'm getting, right? Because if you want to take a decision, you will have to feel good about it. If you feel deprived of something, if you feel that you have been cheated in the past, if you feel that you are still caught up in that victim mentality, then it's going to be difficult for the wheel to turn, right? For the wheel to turn, you guys will have to be on the same page for the new beginning to come. But yeah, please talk to me about the wheel of fortune. But you don't want to break the, you want to, let me put it that way, you want to break that cycle of feeling a lack of victim mentality, but then like I said, it's going to be a little bit difficult and challenging for you because obviously you are not feeling all that great about this turning point in your life at this point, right? So yeah, the hanged one. Yeah, you will be thinking about it. You will not, okay. This is because, like I said, you want a good beginning. Okay, you want to take a decision, but you don't want to take a decision based on, like I said, feeling low, feeling poor, feeling miserable, feeling like a victim, more so, or being under depression, right? You want to break that cycle for sure, but at the same time, you will not move. You will not move until you are able to attain that knowledge about what you really want in your life, right? You will think about it. You will give it a lot of time. You will not move instantly. That's what I'm getting here, guys. Like I said, you will take a long time or a lot of time to reevaluate your circumstances before you agree to start something fresh with your divine masculine. And it's all, like I said, it's not happening because you don't want it. It's all happening because of the spiritual lessons. It's all happening because you have gone through a hard time. And this is what I'm not saying because to make you guys feel that way, but it is the truth that you have gone through a hard lesson. You have gone through your failures, right? You have learned a lot. So this time around, you don't want to be feeling low anymore. Even after you break the cycle, you want to ascertain the fact that if you break the cycle of this bad luck or whatever that situation and take a decision to move towards a new second chance, a fresh beginning, then it has to be a good one, right? It has to be a good one. It is necessary for you now to break the cycle of learning lessons. That is also a part of the story, but it's not going to happen in one day and one night. It's going to take time because this is where you will be trying to see things for yourself, maybe from a different perspective, changing your thought process, right? Transitioning out of the old state. So until you can completely transition out of this depressive energy, until that happens, the cycle will not be broken. It will exist in the same place, in the same way. But then at the same time, you will pause, You will reflect, you will understand, you will acquire your knowledge, you will realize what is the mistake you have done, you will understand what is the mistake he has done and why it's happened and what is the reason behind it. It's trying to kind of marinate upon such situations in your life to absorb the new situation, or to figure out that there has been a learning lesson, to accept that fact of hardship, to accept the fact that things don't come easy, right? There was a lot of learning lessons. So all these transitions, all these modes of thinking, where some of you will be like the dark night of the soul as well. You will go through the past, you will go through the present, you will think about the future, you will try to amalgamate everything together, kind of marinate things together to figure out what is that you truly want about the whole situation in your life, right? Then we have the King of Pentacles, right? And this is something that is talking about of the divine masculine in the 3D. Please talk about the King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here? The King of Wands. Okay. That's the Action King and the 3D King coming together. Please talk to me about the King of Wands. So somebody could be there in your divine masculine's life who could be showing him, telling him, guiding him at this point in time to do what he has to do, because he's probably feeling a little bit low energetically about the whole situation that concerns the both of you, right? The Four of Swords. Yeah, there is a lot of healing that he needs to do for you, because you are still going through a healing process and you will need time. That's what is probably being told at this point, that you have to give her time to recover and heal from the past situation, because you are definitely healing a lot at this point. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. And this is again, and you're healing from some kind of emotional insecurity now. Like I said, the Five of Pentacles, right? You don't know if you're going to be comfortable if you move with him, or if the two of you come together. Will you be happy? Will you be able to really make it all happen, right? You're quite emotionally insecure and you're trying to heal from that. Why is the Four of Pentacles here, please? So somebody could be telling the divine masculine at this point is what you need is perhaps time in order to recuperate from this situation in yourself. Like I said, you won't be moving until you are darn well sure about what you are getting into in the next cycle of your life for yourself. Yeah, you're very, very insecure. Yeah, the Three of Wands. You're waiting. You're waiting for the right time, divine feminine. You know the time is coming to you where things will open up. You will find more answers to your questions, right? That will make you feel a lot more better than what you're feeling. So you know that you don't have an option at this point, because you, first and foremost, you need time to heal. Okay, that's important. And this is something that somebody could be actually telling him, that you cannot push her at this point, or you shouldn't be pushing her, because she is kind of recovering from the past situation in herself, right? And this recovery is with regards to emotions. She's scared. She's scared of opening up. She's scared of saying things. She doesn't want to tell everything right now. She's probably hiding a lot of things within her at this point, because, like I said, she's trying to heal. She doesn't want to get hurt. It's also a way of self protection in her, right? She's protecting herself at this point. And this will continue until the time comes when she'll be able to find her answers, right? The time is coming when she will be able to open up and say things, or make a movement, take a decision, make a plan that could involve traveling, that could involve anything, that could be lifting her own restrictions in her life as well, which is going to take a little bit of a time. It's not going to happen in one day. It's not going to happen in one night, guys. It's definitely a matter of a lot of healing. And that is the reason she will be on pause. She will be on pause, because this, I told you, the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands, she's bossing up. She won't let anybody tamper with her logical sense, give her any more mental trouble. She doesn't want that, because, like I said, she's already going through that period. That cycle is still not broken. That cycle needs to be broken when she can walk out feeling like a free bird, right? But at this point in time, during this period in time, she will pause. She will reflect, because, like I said, she will not jump into the new situation right away because of what has happened with her and between her and him in the past as well, where justice was not delivered. Not delivered here, right? And now he knows about it, right? He knows about it, that he has made a big mistake in here as well. It's not just about you. He has made a big mistake in here. He knows about it. He is aware of the situation, that he hasn't given you justice over here. So all this situation is revolving around this portion in time when he knows, or he is being told, or he is aware that he cannot jump in, open his heart, and try to grab you back. He can't do that. He will have to be patient. He will have to wait until you come to your point of understanding in yourself, where you're able to make sense out of the whole situation before you are able to lift your own restrictions that you have been attached with in this journey. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys, and we'll keep doing periodic checks on both the divine feminine and the masculine to know what is happening. But at this moment, you divine feminine, you will not do anything until, like I said, until the time is here. It's a matter of waiting. The time is coming. That time is coming. It is also a probability that some of you guys are planning to travel, for some. So some of you are waiting for that. It can be that too, right? In order to be like face to face with one another, like coming in terms of talking in terms of proximity here, right? So yeah, so this kind of thing is marinating, and he cannot push you. So you take your time, guys, do what you have to do, and then move from there. We'll see what the next check or the next energies talk to us about. Till then, enjoy this reading. Love you. Khuda Hafiz. Take care. God bless.